What does it take for a king to win back his crown? In 1969, Elvis Presley was still an icon, loved across the world, but standing at a crossroads in his career. After years of dominating the big screen with music, charm, and movie success, he longed to return to where it all began. The studio, the stage, the music itself. His Fury 68 comeback special was the spark, but to truly reclaim his throne, he needed something bigger. He needed a song that captured everything he felt. He needed an anthem. And the remarkable thing, the song that would breathe new life into his career, already existed. It had already been written, already been recorded, but no one had paid attention until Elvis found it and turned it into a masterpiece. This is a story of how a forgotten song, a determined artist, and one legendary late-night session in Memphis came together to create the hit that put the king back on top. By the late 1960s, the cultural earthquake that Elvis Presley had once set off had begun to settle. The raw, rebellious energy that once shocked parents and electrified teenagers had evolved into another side of Elvis, the movie star, the entertainer who conquered Hollywood with music, humor, and charm. But after years of film roles and soundtrack sessions, something inside him began to stir. He missed the creative freedom of the stage, the connection with his audience, and the raw feeling of making real music again. His last number one hit in America had been Good Luck Charm back in 1962. Meanwhile, the music world had changed. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones were redefining everything, and Elvis was watching from a distance. It was time to return to where it all began, to the music itself. Then came a spark of hope. On December the 3rd, 1968, a television special aired that stunned the world. The show was simply called Elvis, but today we know it as the 68 Comeback Special. Dressed in black leather, fire in his eyes, Elvis was back, dangerous, alive, and irresistible. The broadcast was a massive success and proved that the king hadn't lost his magic. But a TV special alone wasn't enough to carry a comeback. To prove he wasn't just a nostalgia act, Elvis needed a hit. A song that could blast from every radio and take him back to number one. The comic special had opened the door. Now he had to walk through it. And to do that, he went back to his roots. For the first time in 13 years, Elvis Presley returned to Memphis to record. The Memphis that Elvis returned to in 1969 was alive with energy. At the heart of it all stood American Sound Studio, a gritty, no-nonsense studio in a rough part of a town that was churning out hit after hit. The studio was run by producer Chips Moman and his house band the Memphis Boys. They mastered the raw, soulful sound that was pure Memphis. This wasn't Hollywood, this was real. According to songwriter Mark James, Elvis was a bit nervous about recording in Memphis again, as if it might be a step backward. But the incredible music coming out of the city quickly convinced him. Moman and his band, though, weren't easily impressed. They worked with big names all the time, and they knew Elvis hadn't made a true, relevant record in years. The king would have to prove himself all over again. When the sessions began, Elvis was hungry for great material. But what his manager's publishing company sent over was the same lightweight movie stuff as always. He complained to Moman that he didn't have anything good left to sing. That's when Chips suggested a song called Suspicious Minds. It was written by Mark James, a staff songwriter at studio. He'd come up with the song's famous guitar riff late one night, just improvising. The lyrics told the story of a relationship destroyed by mistrust. Inspired by his own life at the time, James had recorded the song himself in 1968, with Moman producing and the same Memphis Boys backing him.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
The label loved it, but no budget to promote it, and it disappeared without a trace. Now Moman was pitching this failed single to the biggest star on the planet. He played a demo and Elvis was immediately hooked. He took a copy home to work on it. But as the sessions went on, the song slipped through the cracks. On the final night, Elvis's close friend George Klein began to worry. He was convinced Suspicious Minds was a guaranteed hit. He and others in Elvis' circle particularly begged him to record it. So in the early hours of January the 23rd, 1969, sometime between 4 and 7 a.m., they finally got to work.
We're rolling.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see fuck you rider?
The energy in the room was electric. The Memphis Boys already knew the song inside and out, so they slipped effortlessly into the groove. And Elvis, he gave everything he had. For 3 hours straight, take after take, he chased perfection. The final version was in fact spliced together from 3 vocal takes. When Chips Moman played back the finished mix through the studio speakers, the room erupted. They all knew it. They had captured lightning in a bottle. But the song almost never saw the light of day. As the recording wrapped up, business politics nearly tore everything apart. Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, had a strict rule. He and his publishing company always took a major cut of every song Elvis recorded. But Suspicious Minds belonged to Chips Moman, and he refused to give up a cent. He accused Parker's team of trying to cheat him and threatened to shut the sessions down entirely. Luckily, Harry Jenkins from RCA stepped in. He sided with Moman and insisted the song would be such a massive hit that there be plenty of money to go around. The session was saved. Then came one final iconic touch. Later that year, Elvis performed the song live during his triumphant return to Las Vegas. He turned it into a showstopper, with a dramatic false ending where the band stopped cold, only to explode back to life moments later. Producer Felton Jarvis, inspired by that effect, decided to add something similar to the studio recording. The now famous fade out, fade in near the end. Chips Moman hated it. He called it a scar on his production.
You know I'm caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Suspicious Minds was released on August 26, 1969. It shot up the charts and reached number 1 on November the 1st on the Billboard Hot 100. It was Elvis Presley's 18th and final number 1 hit in America, and his first in over 7 years. The king was back on his throne. But this was more than just a song, it was a statement. It fulfilled the promise of the 68 comeback special and reintroduced Elvis to the world, not as a memory, but as a living, vital artist. It proved that he could still deliver a song with a depth of emotion and a raw vocal power that no one could match. The suspicious minds in the lyrics, the passion in his voice, and the irresistible Memphis groove came together to create an anthem that moved millions. Suspicious Minds became the epic climax of his live shows. A 7-minute powerhouse that proved his charisma was unstoppable as ever. Today it remains one of the most beloved songs. As alive and urgent as it was more than 50 years ago. It's a song that saved his career, defined his comeback, and cemented his legacy forever. It wasn't just a recording, it was a resurrection. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories behind the music of Elvis. And let us know in the comments, which song should we break down next? From a failed single to a global anthem, the story of Suspicious Minds is a testament to artistic resilience. It was the perfect storm, the right song, the right artist, at exactly the right time. It captured that incredible moment when a legend standing on the edge of fading away went back to his roots and reminded the world why he was and always will be the king.